We are on the hill. Okay.
Oh, up and at it. Oh. Now.
I look awfully drooped.
I know, you sit up straight. That's
I'm up.
better. You're drooped. I'm
God.
headless.
Damn.
Did you see? Did you have a think about the people who were saying that you should go to speak to the occupational therapist about a posture chair?
Nobody. That's the first I've heard that. Who told me about a posture chair?
Yesterday.
Who?
On the chat that you fell asleep.
I fell asleep.
You were recharging. That's
Okay.
that's where we went wrong.
Posture chair.
Well, it was for somebody who can because apparently these are the arms are soft and the body's soft, so it encourages you to slouch. Yeah.
Okay.
So.
We'll think about that one.
That would just be another doctor's appointment. We're good at
Right.
those. Now,
Oh, God.
believe it or not, there's no
Did we
mail.
get the mail?
No, there's no mail. Well, there's a piece for Janine.
I don't know.
And this
What is that?
is from Fugan.
It's from Fugan, so
It
we
is.
don't know what it is. It could be anything.
I do.
Huh? You know what it is?
I do.
You're all excited.
Because I used the other half of it this morning.
Oh, geez. Look out.
Missed. Look! Oh! It's fly spray.
Oh,
An
okay.
essential for this year. Well, actually every
Okay.
summer. This is super, thank you.
What kind of fly spray is that?
Sweat resistant. That's definitely what we need.
Right. No, we used to have absorbing.
Yes, this is Endure. This is Farnham. This is a good one too. The vet likes this one as well.
Okay. And
Thank you.
You know this is from Fugan.
Yes, but it might have a note on it.
Does that have a note on it?
It does. It says, "Enjoy your gift from Fugan. We shall use
There
it
you
liberally."
There we go.
And the other part that came through this morning as well, which I opened because I knew what it was the fly bags for collecting flies, because we're good at collecting flies. And they're over with, I put both of them over in Miss Momo's area over in Meredith this morning.
Well, that's very nice. But you didn't open them here, so we didn't get the thrill of watching him open them.
Yeah,
That's not cool.
and then watching me go, I've got the little bags dispersible, and I got it stuck in the spout, and I'd had the hose in, and I'm going like that. Oh no, it stinks, but I've got to put my finger in to get it. I was like, damn it. So yes.
Maybe we didn't want to watch it.
No, you didn't want to watch it, especially not if you have
Okay, so what are we
smelly
doing
vision. This is for you. It's from that Harry and David shower.
Okay.
Men that send you stuff.
I got that part. I got that part.
Whoa! Oh my. Oh my.
Uh-oh.
Right. Oh, it's dry ice. Oh wow. I might sit with this on my knee.
What?
Sit with the dry ice on my knee.
What did it throw away?
The dry ice bag. Right, you take that bit.
Well, don't tip it.
Oh no, it's fine. That's clean. I checked it.
Look at that.
I put that back in there. Put that in there.
Wow. Chicken cheddar, hatch green chili, pot 5. Wow. Yeah. And the other one is pork and ale pie.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah. Wasn't that wonderful? Wasn't that this one?
Oh my god. You can't see, there's no. You'd have thunk there would have been a hole.
down and do that, because there's something in here that
It's getting
closes.
cold.
No, it closes. I mean,
That's not good.
no, I know it. It's a bad thing. Something's wrong there.
Oh, here, I'll take that.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. You got that stuff now?
Yeah. There we are.
All right, here we go. Look at that.
Oh, they're really pretty.
Huh.
There, little pies, just like we made them ourselves.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, that's for the pork ones, probably.
Uh-huh.
So the pork ones have the funny thing on the top.
Okay.
You better go get these in the freezer.
Yes, because they've probably done quite a trick.
There's a whole box in it.
I bet you, because it's got the cooking instructions.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. Oh, God.
Oh,
Put it in there with the ice cream.
I know.
Okay.
All essentials covered.
It's something about 40 minutes in an oven.
That's fine. We just have to be a bit more prepared.
Yeah, that's really...
One of these days,
One of these days, right.
once we get there. And you went out to do your job this morning.
When it was a job.
Yep, it was a job.
I went to a job. Oh, it was a job. It was a job. Well, Janine was in the big trailer, and I was in my car. I had the 2 dogs. She had, of course, had the 3 equines.
Yes.
And I knew damn well she was not going to be able to park that trailer anywhere near, the place we had to go. So I pulled up to the front door of the place, as I knew that I was going to do anyway, and I got out with my 2 dogs. I said, I'll see you later. And Carlene took off with my car, and Janine, I could see her in the distance wandering around the parking lot trying to look for it. It was this great monster.
I know.
Towing this thing behind her. And so I said, see you later. And I went into the office with the dogs, and I just hung out there for a while. And eventually she came along. How did she have that? No, she came along on foot and decided that I should go in with the dogs. So that's the first place. And then she would go and get the unicorn and
Yes.
bring it in. Which she did. And I went into the room with all the people and stayed there with the door shut, because she did not want the dog loose with the unicorn loose.
Yes.
So she took that unicorn up 3 floors, room to room to room, all the way around and down and down and down. Had a wonderful time. It's the animal to do that with.
She is very good, is our delight.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could never with the dog go to room to room to room.
No.
But she's the one to do that. She was fine.
Yeah. She's very laid back,
Yeah.
very accepting of things.
Yeah, so finally she hit the first floor. And by the time she got to the first floor, Sizzle was behind me saying, I got a full bladder, we gotta get out of here. And I'm sitting here thinking, I got a full bladder, I gotta get out of here. And neither one of us could get out of there because we didn't have the right equipment or the right personnel to help us or whatever. So it was very touchy service for a while, and then...
Technical problems.
Well, yeah, because Carly had to be with
Janine.
with the unicorn.
Yeah.
So finally, Janine got out into the grassy area, and Carly came in to save us because it was tough. It was a tough haul. And Sizzle too. Sizzle went out, and she just peed and peed and peed.
Better out than in, outside.
I would have been mad.
Yeah.
So we had a good time, and everybody enjoyed us.
And how many people do you think you saw?
77.
77.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Because I figured I saw 27 or something. She had something like 40 per floor or something.
Good grief. That's super.
Yes, it was fine.
And Wanda went too.
Wanda was in my department.
She was in your
She
department.
sat on somebody's lap the whole time.
Yeah, okay. Wanda, you've got to share the love around, darling.
Well, that's because all the chairs were taken. She had to But the minute somebody left and left an empty chair, she jumped off their lap and got in the chair.
She's so funny.
And everybody thought that was a riot.
Because she is a riot, aren't you? Yes, you are. Good girl. Oh.
But it's the fact that our dogs, our animals, are basically loose.
Yeah.
It's not a question of marching them around and saying, do this, do this, do this. Ours just kind of wander.
And do their thing, because they know what to do.
They do a good job.
They do. They're au natural.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
And,
okay.
And I went to Meredith and had a conversation with Momo about avoiding the flies. And as I was having a conversation, she turned her head and she's got a big horsefly, and I was like, I had to hold it against her and squish it. She was like, yeah, it took you a while, didn't it? I was like, I'm on it. But she's full of her bright orange boots, and she's now got 2 fly bags and fly spray, and they're just brutal at the moment. They just love humidity. So
what?
Humidity.
Yeah.
They flourish.
Yes.
So we're doing our best to keep it all going. And then
I don't see why we can't use vet wrap and not use much of it.
and not tight.
Not, of course, not tight, but no. The problem with vet wrap is it's gonna come undone.
Yeah.
And if it comes undone and starts to be great big, you don't want to be dragging that around. But if we only had, like 2 feet of it, which by the time you're around a donkey's leg, they're only little legs.
Yeah.
I think you could keep the flies off.
Yeah.
But that's what they're after, that vein in the leg.
Yeah. So her problem is, we've got big, tall fly boots on her, and they're super.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Don't ask me why the flies don't know to go in through the big gap at the top, but they don't. So her problem is her upper thighs, because it's a big area and they just land on it.
Yeah.
And of course, when you put fly spray on, it sits there for a while and then it just drips off, and it's just a miserable experience. And try getting her to stand in front of a fan. Yeah, that's a bit of a challenge. So we're doing the best we can, and we just keep doing that.
It's something they have lived with for eons.
Yes, exactly.
I'll tell you a story. I had a great big black horse here that I've forgotten why. It was mine. And one day, Gwen came and said, there's a dog stuck in the mud down in the pond, down here, the ways. And so I went right out to get the dog out of the pond. It was my 18-hand horse, and the only thing showing was the head.
Oh, good grief.
The rest of she was in, and we had to get her out of there. We got eventually a car tow department and straps around her, and luckily my nephew was here from Texas, who had long arms, and he could get around so somebody else could get the other side, and we did get her. We got her out. But only her head showed. And Gwen thought it was a dog, and it was a huge horse.
Oh. Right, which part of the pond was that?
It was down here.
Just down at the public slip?
No, it was here, like beyond the parking pit.
Oh, that bit. That's a marsh.
It was a marsh. It's a marsh.
It's a dangerous one. We'll not be using that one.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was lucky Gwen saw that.
Oh, I know it. I don't know how long she'd been there. Well, we feed twice a day, so.
In between that time frame. That was lucky.
Yeah, that's my mud story of the day.
Yeah. So you don't be bothering going down there. That would be tricky, that one. That's where the groundhog wanders over to every night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it does. And we've very often got ducks living down there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they go. They do.
I know that there's deer out there about 5 in the morning.
Yes. Yep.
They all tell me that.
Oh, And then I get the conversation when they come up over the top of the hill, and it's like, there's deer! And I'm like, okay. I'm like, they're not coming in, you're all right. You'll be fine for a while. Yeah, goodness. So, we haven't got a heat advisory for tomorrow quite yet.
Okay. Our other problem is the drip. How is your drip?
Well, your drip's not too bad. You've got plenty of space in that.
I know.
Okay. Yeah, my drip's fine. I'm getting away with a big bucket a night.
Okay, so it's all, everything dripping is under control.
Yes.
I don't know how they are. I do have siphon hose.
Yes, well, they haven't said anything, so I presume they're okay.
She gets up at night and empties it.
Does she?
That's what she says.
Right. I'll have to find someone to come out
I
now.
would find that very annoying to have that dog on my lap all the
Oh,
time.
it's Wanda. I sit with her in my lap in the car.
Okay.
It doesn't bother me at all. Not right. So, here we go. Oh, there must be football on this evening. Yes, Fugan and everyone else takes very good care of the animals. Thank you so much, everyone. That was Frank that went with Janine this morning.
Who?
Frank, the donkey. Frank.
I'm listening. I got the Frank part. I didn't know that was his name.
Yes.
He's the little one.
Ah.
Are you sure we had the right one?
Yes.
Oh, okay. He was very nice.
He's a nice donkey.
It was his legs I was studying when I'm thinking vet wrap.
And you said about his stripes on his legs.
Oh,
He's got zebra legs.
Zebra stripes. They don't all have it.
No.
Well, most of them.
No.
There are a lot that do, but.
Ooh. That's who it was from. That was from Terry.
Oh.
Terry said
Terry.
those. Terry, yes.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
There wasn't a label with that one.
We'll work on that pretty quick.
There will be the perfect size. Come on, hurry up. Oh. There she is. And Larky went as well, and Sizzle. Oh, do you ever hear from your two twin boy relatives that built the mannequin a few years back?
Oh, they're still there.
Are they in Texas as well?
No, they're in Annapolis. They're in no, it's not Annapolis. It begins with an A, right near Washington, Arlington, and that's where Janine stops when she's coming through.
Oh.
That's where she stopped the day she had the donkey to get out that was going to die.
Oh.
Well, she got out and she started to let it eat grass, and she realized she's on the neighbor's lawn, and it laid down, and she couldn't get it up.
Did it die?
No, it didn't die, but it could have. You know, it was one of those episodes. How do you explain to the neighbors? Geez, I'm awfully sorry, but
there's a dead donkey on your lawn. Yeah, that's problematic. Oh dear.
It is not the type neighborhood where you.
No. It's actually very difficult because sometimes you sound like you come across as being very callous, because when we've got something that's really ill, we put them in a specific barn purely because there's access to remove, if they do pass away, there's access to remove the animal. So we never use the main barn because it stalls and you can't get a tractor in for transport. And it's actually just been incredibly practical, because to disassemble a very old barn would make you very unpopular, I can tell you. So we're always very careful when we've got something that's
not working well,
sitting on that sort of premises, that we make sure we're in a barn that's got access, shall we say. Oh yes, I will double check that, Lisa, and see how we're doing with that supply. Woody is adapting very nicely to the farm. He's still very shy, but we do have a couple of volunteers who come down and are working with him, you know, so that he's less shy and that he's being handled and groomed. So that's very fortunate because he is a really nice donkey.
The big one?
The big one, yeah. He's just a big teddy bear.
Yeah.
So he's the one that would be nice with a mini and him in the tea tent for the donkey cafe.
Yeah.
Because he's so gentle. So he's doing well. It's just going to take a bit of time. Now Elvis will go for visits when we have outdoor visits, because Elvis is a chronic peer, and there's no telling when he's going to pee because he just stands, and in fact
it just runs out.
Yeah, it just runs out. There's no. He doesn't go into a certain stance. He just goes, "Hello, watch me, I'm weeing," and you're like, "Oh gosh."
Let me tell you about the turtle. A turtle. I didn't think turtles wee-weed.
Oh, they do.
Well, yeah. But I wasn't really. I had it on my lap, and I had the front end of it on a towel, and so that its toes and because it was big and wanted to go someplace. It was a nice turtle, but all of a sudden, my entire leg, including all the bandage, it was what a mess.
Oh, warm and wet.
Well, it was. Well, I went in. Of course, we went in to do the job with the thing, and I went in and I said, "I have not wet my pants. This is what do they call it? Turtle kiwi or something. I had a name. Turtle tinkle.
Turtle tinkle.
Turtle tinkle. The turtle tinkled on my leg, and it was
Now everybody will be wanting turtle tinkle.
We could have bottled it, I suppose.
I know. Janine and I, we were in the car. I think we were coming back from Boxford one day, and it was just turtle crossing the road season. And so she'd picked up at least two coming to get me, and as we came, she went, "Right, it's your shot." She picked me up. We were going back down the road. She said, "Right, it's your shot. There's one." So I picked it up. It obviously just come out of the pond. I picked it up and I took it across the road, going in the direction it was pointing. And she went, "You should have taken a bucket." And I said, "What would I want a bucket for?" And she said, "Because they keep peeing on me." And I'm like, "Janine, it's the water. They've just come out of the pond. When you tip them that way, it all comes out down their shell."
That's not what was coming out of this turtle.
No, not your turtle, but these ones. So now I have a good giggle every time we start moving turtles. Well, you'll need to be taking one of those pee pads and putting it on your lap.
Right. Believe me, next time I will.
That's not still in your bandage, is it?
What?
That turtle tinkle isn't still in your bandage, is it?
No.
Well, that's good. Because that wouldn't be good.
No, I know.
And a bit smelly in this weather, I would think. And I keep going along and I keep getting a terrible smell, and I think, "Oh, that's foul." And it's these blinking bags I'm hanging up everywhere. It's just something dying.
They stink, but they work.
They work really well. So I would rather have the stench than the flies, I think.
True.
So, and have you had dinner?
Well, no.
Oh, have you got dinner?
I do.
Oh, what have you got?
I have a bowl.
Another one?
Yeah, it was the same bowl I'm working on.
Oh, right, okay.
So if I could have a piece of the bowl, that would be lovely.
That would be splendid.
What I want is something to have before I have the ice cream.
Well, yeah, you've got to cushion it.
I got a cushion.
Yeah.
So if I have some of that bowl, there is a bowl in there I had got for Janine. If you want it,
No, I actually had my dinner before I came out.
Oh.
I had naan bread, parma ham, and avocado as sandwiches. So I'm all set for, and then I had an icy because it's kind of hot. Yes, we can always use fly bags. Thank you very much. They're our favourite things at this time of year. So the lights will go up. We have got the brass hooks for them. We went and bought the brass hooks. The lights, we're not sure whether or not we're going to do them in lines along, or if we're going to crisscross them on the inside, because these lights are going in the inside of the tea tent. And then we've got another set that we want to put up at the Pam and Annie area, but there's a bit of work that we're going to do on the ground to level that out a bit better, and I think we'll change the fencing slightly as well. And it would be nice if, I think what Janine and I had discussed, if we had a pole in the middle, like one of your teepee poles, and we could take the lights out to the corner, you know, so it went up like a big top.
Yeah.
Until it gets windy, at which
take one of my teepee poles.
We'll not be touching your teepee poles until it gets windy, at which point we'll be revising that one.
Right, no, because those teepee poles are too long for what you want to do. But I do have some shorter ones.
Right.
And it would be better, because you're going to have to put it 3 or 4 feet in the ground.
Yeah.
It's not going to stand up.
No. But we think that could be quite nice as well.
Yeah.
And it's just got a bit of work, and it's a bit hot and yucky, and there's so many animals that are hot and sweaty that we've got other things to be focusing on for the moment.
Like a carnival.
Yeah, like a big top. That'd be nice.
Okay.
Until the trees fall down.
Okay.
So, yes, and I just took in a delivery of 10 hydrangea plants, because I'm so good with plants. They're going round the, what do you call that? It used to be the smokers area.
Yeah.
What's that?
It was a fort for Goldy.
What was it? Well, they're going round there.
Okay.
So, if I don't kill them first. So,
Okay.
that's another wee job. But I certainly won't be doing that.
What you should do is, you should get that one done before you get more plants in or something.
Yeah, well, you see, there was a 4th of July sale.
Those, yeah, that can be a problem.
I know. So I'm just going to shove them, instead of planting them up into a pot, I'm just going to plant them straight in the ground.
There you go.
And they better behave.
Okay. You got some of that good stuff from down back.
I've got some of my nice stuff up here as well.
That's right, you got
Yep.
that from there.
Yep. Oh, yes, I was going to update the wish list, and I shall put that on. Linda, stop asking about those sunflower. No, not yet. I'm going to have to go and investigate. I'm a bit worried about them.
I haven't looked at them.
And I will say the other thing is, there's hostas up and down the driveway.
What?
Hostas, you know those plants that put out lots and lots of leaves?
No.
Okay, well there's some of them in the driveway, and all that's left is the stalks, because the deer are, those deer you see at 5 in the morning are
That's what they're
obviously,
eating.
yeah, they're obviously having a salad snack on the way. So,
Yeah.
so I'll have to go and have a wee lookie and see what the sunflowers are up to, and also, it's not like we can control the deer.
No.
No.
No, can't do that.
There's Dodie's claim to fame. She smoked in the smoker's hut with Pam.
Okay.
So now, if you go into the smoker's hut, you're going to be surrounded, hopefully, by hydrangeas. Maybe.
There was a small stove that was in there too.
Oh.
It was a 1-log type stove, and it was a nice one, an expensive one.
Not there
And I don't
now.
know where it is. It should not have gone away. It was a good one.
Yeah, I haven't ever seen that.
It was, it was only about that high, but it was that wide. It was a 1-logger.
Yeah. No, I've never seen that. That'd be quite a nice wee thing just to have going when
I
people
know
were
it.
visiting,
Yes,
wouldn't
it
it?
was.
Liquid fence. Yes.
What?
And somebody was just saying, Lisa was saying, hostas, otherwise known as deer lettuce.
Okay.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, we'll have to see how the we'll see how it all goes. I might be putting electric fences around my hydrangeas. Then they'll probably die. Oh, liquid fence. Right, I'll have to have a look at this liquid fence thing. There we go. He's just lying down sleeping.
Huh?
He's just lying down sleeping with his head on the floor, nice and cool.
Right. I had a letter that has to go mail. It was, see my outgoing mail slot? That didn't work well.
No, there's nothing in it.
Well, no, I've had a bag hanging there,
Oh,
and people ignored it. But I had one letter to go.
does it need to go down to the post box?
Well, it needs to get in the mail system somehow. Yeah.
Okay. We could take it down.
It's a little bit critical because it's my membership in the Farm Bureau Association.
I'll take it down for you.
I shouldn't be a member of that for two
Okay.
reasons. One is because I should be a member of that, and the other one is it gives me cheaper insurance.
Oh, definitely. Oh, did you see him?
I know.
He's,
He's done that for 2 or 3 days now.
he's lying with his head on the floor, and he's breathing out, and his lip flaps are going. Oh dear.
Ow.
Right. So. Now, I think that's us. We'll go and get your bowl and everything sorted. And tomorrow, what day is tomorrow? Is it Thursday tomorrow? Was it Wednesday?
Depends on what today is.
I think today was Wednesday. Yes, it's Thursday tomorrow. And that's all very exciting.
Isn't that wonderful?
Yeah, totally wonderful. We're getting there, getting there. Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow